From President Trump, very short.
But I want to talk about that because you've been facing incredible resistance your entire term, and you've taken some real bold action this week, authorizing the disclosure of all of the documents related to the Russia hoax. Sure. Mr. President, we now know from these documents that John Ratcliffe unveiled that it was Hillary Clinton's idea to tie you to Russia in some way. It was successful. The whole country was talking about it for 2.5 years. But what comes next, Mr. President? We can have all of these documents. We can see exactly what happened. But unless John Durham comes out with a report or indictments, unless Bill Barr comes out with some kind of a ruling here, do you think this is resonating on the American people?
Unless Bill Barr indicts these people for crimes, the greatest political crime in the history of our country, then we're going to get little satisfaction unless I win, and we'll just have to go, because I won't forget it. But these people should be indicted. This was the greatest political crime in the history of our country, and that includes Obama, and it includes Biden. These are people that spied in my campaign, and we have everything. Now they say they have much more, okay? And I say, Bill, we got plenty. You don't need any more. We got so much, Maria. Even just take a look at the Comey report, 78 pages of kill, done by Horowitz. And I have a lot of respect for Horowitz, and he said prosecute. He recommended prosecute, and they didn't prosecute.
We'll leave that there. We're going to go to the next one. Unless real prosecutions are done, Bill Barr needs to be replaced. Let's go to the next one. I don't think Bill Barr has the tenacity to do his job, so I don't think he's going to get it done. I don't even know if Horowitz does.
Classified documents today revealing former CIA Director John Brennan briefed then-President Obama on Hillary Clinton's purported plan to smear then-candidate Trump in 2016, adding to what the National Intelligence Director has already declassified on this issue, and raising...
Fox News is so soft, it's sickening. Let's go to the next one. This is really CBN, Christian Broadcast Network, really says it like it needs to be.
John Ratcliffe, the Director of National Intelligence, has approved the release of nearly 1,000 documents to the Department of Justice. Under scrutiny is the Obama administration's oversight of the Trump-Russia investigation. This at the direction of President Trump after a bombshell revelation that then CIA Director John Brennan briefed President Obama in 2016 on a reported plan by the Clinton campaign to link Russian interference with the Trump campaign. Notes from a 2016 White House briefing by Brennan state that Clinton allegedly approved, quote, a proposal from one of her foreign policy advisors to vilify Donald Trump by stirring up scandal, claiming interference by the Russian security service. Handwritten notes list POTUS among those at the meeting. Brennan is accusing Ratcliffe of selectively releasing documents. Quote, John Ratcliffe is anything but an intelligence professional. It is appalling his selective declassification.
Anyhow, this guy's a traitor. Brennan is a traitor. This guy says it well.
He classified the big one with Brennan because it deserves its own storyline.
Former federal prosecutor John O'Connor told CBN News' Global Lane program it proves it was the Clinton campaign, not the Trump team, that worked with Russia to influence the election.
And that's the irony of it, that we've spent 3 or 4 years talking about how Trump supposedly colluded with Russia, where it was all a complete hoax. It's exactly the opposite is true, and it's very profound.
Critics of the Mueller investigation are pouncing on the revelations as evidence that it all amounts to massive abuse of power and potential criminal activity by the nation's intelligence and law enforcement agencies. And as we near the 2020 election, many are asking what then Vice President Joe Biden knew.
The person in the campaign responsible for that is Hillary Clinton and the Democrats. Barack Obama knew about it as early as the summer of 2016. I think it's safe to say that Joe Biden knew about it as well.
December of 2016. Pathetic. Very criminal.
DNI Ratcliffe has also declassified a CIA memo that notes the Russians believed Hillary Clinton tried to stir up the scandal to distract the public from her use of a public email server. In Washington, Jenna Browder, CBN News.
Very good. And he says it so well here, they need to prosecute.
Changed stories. I mean, it's been an abomination. And those people should be brought to justice. How can you trust the government when they do this kind of thing? And they're charging Trump with that. I mean, he's had nothing but merciless attacks year after year. This whole thing about FISA warrants, the whole thing about Russia collusion, the whole thing about attacks and the Mueller report and the impeachment, the whole thing was set up by Hillary Clinton, an attempt to discredit him and to keep him from being elected. You've got those emails back and forth with Strzok and Page about how can we use the FBI to destroy him, to keep him from getting elected. I mean, this kind of, they need to go to jail. I mean, that.
Quote unquote, they need to go to jail. I'm going to leave it there. Can't say it better. You can look at your own videos and go from there. We'll see if that ever gets done. Trump needs to be reelected, and these people do need to go to jail. Good day.